Piercing, longer hair, and accessories are a few of the highlights in the newly public showcase for Paralives. This very short post shows us how the Paralives team, in my opinion, continues to create staple items, but is also starting to branch out from their earliest assets. I think that's especially apparent in this hair right here. We actually haven't seen much in the way of longer hairs, and I've had quite a few comments asking if there will be longer hairs in the game. Longer hairs are trickier to make in terms of glitches and just everything can go wrong, and I think this looks fairly decent. In the future, of course, I would love to have even more long hairstyles, but again, as I emphasized so many times, this game is not even yet in early access. Now, don't laugh at me, but for some reason, this para reminds me of Lindsay Lohan. I have no idea why that is, I'm probably just losing my mind. But in any case, I also like the attention to detail, which we're going to look at in terms of the accessories and also the dress this para is wearing. But first, we have a classic man bun. The only thing I will say about this, I'm not exactly sure how the hairline looks at the top. You can let me know in the comments below. I'm probably just being too picky. In any case, it is good to see a variety of styles. Am I going to use this on tons of paras? Probably not. But as I always emphasize, I love to see variety because personally, I like to see a diversity of different hairstyles and looks in my game. Plus, I like to see a variety of different types of masculine hairs, which so often in games tend to get rather repetitive. Here's another example of what I would consider a staple hairstyle that will serve the game well. We do see some lip piercings and also a nose stud as well, which we're going to look at in closer detail in just a moment. Now, this is the dress the first para was wearing. It's also a V-shaped off-the-shoulder neckline, and we get to see these individual creases. It's a high to low pleated skirt. And what I personally like about this dress is it can easily be used for even everyday or work or even going out depending on how you accessorize it. It's also a dress you could probably wear in a variety of different seasons. Now, honestly, I have no idea what kind of sports might come in Paralives or what we're going to get in the future. This is a nice jersey here. I like how the lettering looks, and it's very possible we might be able to recolor individual sections. I don't know if that's true for this jersey in particular, but just remember there is a lot of customization within Paralives, which of course does extend the use of each individual asset. Now, let me know in the comments below what you call this top. I call it a cami, I guess is what I used to call it growing up. But regardless, you get to see a strawberry pattern and a plain pattern as well. As far as the attention to detail, we see the lace trim all around, which I really like, and also a little bow. In my opinion, the bow, as well as just how the entire top is designed, makes this top look a little less flat than some of their earliest assets. And of course, you get to see both the back and the side view. Something I really do appreciate about these posts is they do think to show us different angles and sides of their different assets. We have a straight leg jean with rip details, and I will say, I think it looks pretty good. I really like how the rips look, especially in the knees, and I think the back looks fairly convincing as well. The only critique I have about this is I think some of the creases in the top half of these jeans look a little strange to me. You can let me know in the comments below what you think about them. I just think maybe less creases is more in this case. Now, as I mentioned before, there is a lot of customization in Paralives, and this shows with these shoes right here. These new sports shoes are recolorable independently in each little section. That's pretty fantastic. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to spend time recoloring every single shoe. I personally think that sounds tedious. However, that just shows how much versatility you're going to get from these shoes, and you also don't have to worry about are these shoes going to match the outfit I'm pairing them with. In addition, of course, we get a look at some necklaces. We have a single strand pearl necklace as well as a stacked pearl necklace. Now, I will say, I would love to see a version of this, but a little bit more delicate. These look very chunky. That said, I love how each individual pearl is outlined. Of course, you can wear this with tons of outfits, and I think it's a great staple to have in the game. And speaking of staples, we also get piercings in Paralives, which we have seen some piercings before. Lip rings, some studs above the lip, nose studs, and also studs, I guess, on the cheeks. Fun fact, I actually used to have a single nose stud and I managed to lose it. I would love to get my nose pierced again one day. We also have a belly piercing too to round this off. Now, overall, I know this is a really short showcase. It's not really mind-blowing whatsoever, but I just love to cover Paralives. I think it's really enjoyable, and I, of course, am excited for next year as hopefully it heads into early access. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What were some of your favorite pieces, your least favorite? Do you have any constructive feedback for the team? And as always, take care, and I will see you in the next video.